One of the other big parts of your career of late, and that is the championing of older people. And there's a little bit of that where it bisects with broadcasting. We've had the Carrie Gracie case at the BBC. You've talked yourself about what happens to women, particularly as they get older, and whether they vanish from our screens, and the fact that we're all living longer. Why should you retire at an arbitrary age?
Being older, getting older in society is a real problem because society is run largely by youngish to middle-aged people. Also, people get tired as they get older and want to do less, so they very often have less to bring to the table, as it were. So how society treats the old has never been addressed as a serious, universal problem. And we are staying alive longer, and we're staying with our wits longer. We're able to care for each other. But there are so many of us and so many problems, and there is no social policy addressing it as a universal issue. I'm talking not this country only, but any country doesn't take a coherent analysis of what we should do about the old.
And when you were made an appointment by the last government.
Yes, Harriet Harman invited me. It was when the Equality Bill was coming up, and Harriet Harman said, what we need is not just equality for women and the disabled and the disenfranchised, but we ought to have equality for older people. Older people are being left out here, and she wanted it written into the bill, ageism. Mm-hmm. That's when the word really came into use. So she asked me if I would become a sort of spokesperson for older people, in that would I write articles, would I speak up, would I accumulate information about them so that there's a point to go to, which people could then use, which they did. I didn't answer many of the problems. I learned the scope of the problems, which of course is the first step to it. And I did learn a lot of things I hadn't understood about how you end up when you're old. You can either be dumped in a home, which can either be a wonderful home, so there are some wonderful care homes to go to, marvellous, or you can be dumped in one that's underfunded and likely to go to the wall, and that's really hard. The staff of these places are all underpaid. There is no career path for them, so why would you go into that? They are very low status in terms of the way we regard people in our society. So it's a neglected and unjustifiably neglected arena of human behaviour. And we need to look at it because there are more of us. The extended lifespan is slowing down a bit. Apparently obesity is taking a big hit. So, but we still have to think what to do because everybody wants to be old. Everyone wants to grow old comfortably and find it an amiable thing to do.